everyone and welcome to Maths with Sukirti Gaur YouTube channel. So in this video we are going to start chapter number 2, polynomials. This is from class 9th Maths NCERT books. In this video we are going to cover the basic of polynomials. So let's start. You all have studied about algebraic expression in your previous class. You have also learnt about the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So in this chapter we are also going to learn about a type of algebraic expression called polynomial. Let us quickly recall what constant and variable are. As we know, algebraic expressions are formed by the combination of constant and variable using different operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So what actually constant is? Constant, I would say, is a symbol which never changes its value. For example, numbers like 3, 7, 10, or we can take pi. These are all the symbols which never changes their value. Alright? Whereas variable comes under the symbols which can change their value. Right? So for example, in variable we can take x, y, p, q, r and so many. Now sometimes what happens, value of constant is not given in the question. So we also take some of the variables for it, some of the letters for it like a, b, c, etc. But there is a difference between the variables denoting constant and variables. Now that we have revised what constants and variables are, we are going to start with what is a polynomial. So if we have a square of side x centimeter, then what would be its perimeter? The perimeter of the square will be 4 times x, 4x. Yes or no? If we are going to find the area, this was the perimeter, area of the same square, then its area is side multiplied by side, x square. Now in both of the cases we have the power of variable 1 and 2, which are nothing but whole numbers. Yes, it means the polynomial is an algebraic expression with powers of whole numbers. Right? Now if I talk about an algebraic expression x square plus 3x. So here we can see the exponent, or we can say the power of variable I would say, is 2, 1, and if I add one more term here, let's say 4x cube. So I can see 3 exponent power of variable over here, that is 2, 1 and 3. These are all whole numbers. So expression with variables having whole numbers as their power are known to be as polynomial. I hope the concept is clear. Now, what do we mean by terms of a polynomial? So, in this algebraic expression I took over here, there are 3 terms. They are x square, second term is plus 3x, third term is plus 4x cube. And the number of terms in this polynomial were 3. I hope you understood what terms of a polynomial are. Here in this algebraic expression, every term has a coefficient. So what do we mean by coefficient? If I write the second term as plus 3x, then the coefficient of x will be plus 3, means the number attached to it by multiplication is its coefficient. But if I talk about what is the coefficient of plus 3 over here, then we are going to say x. It means x is attached to plus 3 by the sign of multiplication. If I talk about the third term, 4x cube, the coefficient of x cube would be plus 4, whereas the coefficient of 4 would be x cube. Okay, but if I talk about the first term, x square, if I talk about x square, then what is the coefficient for x square? No number is attached to x square. What are we going to consider then? Then we are going to consider it as 1 multiplied by x square. Yes, so the coefficient of x square would be 1. Coefficient of x square would be 1. I hope it is clear what do we mean by coefficient and what are the terms of a polynomial. Moving further, now we are going to learn about what is zero polynomial. So all the constants like 1, 2 and so on are called zero polynomial. Zero polynomial. We will learn about zero polynomial in higher classes in detail. Now we are going to learn about some algebraic expressions like x square plus 1 upon x square, or if I write x cube plus 1 upon x cube. Now, will I consider these two algebraic expressions as polynomial? Let us check. If I talk about the first polynomial, x square plus 1 upon x square, then can I write this algebraic expression as x to the power 2 plus x to the power minus 2? Yes. And second polynomial as x to the power 3 plus x to the power minus 3. Yes. What happened in these two algebraic expression? I had the power of x as a whole number in the first term, but the second term of this algebraic expression is having a power of minus 2, which is not a whole number but an integer. Same happened with the second algebraic expression. The power of the first term was plus 3, whereas the power of the second term was minus 3, which is an integer. So in this case, what happened? We will not consider these both of the algebraic expression as polynomial, because they do not have whole number as the power of variable. So this you have to keep in mind, that which algebraic expressions are polynomial and which are not. Similarly, if I talk about an algebraic expression like root x plus 1 upon x, will I consider it as a polynomial? No. Why? Because root x is nothing but x to the power 1 by 2 plus x to the power minus 1. Okay. Here the first term is having a power of 1 by 2, which is not a whole number, whereas the second term is having a power of minus 1, which is also not a whole number. Hence, we are not going to consider this algebraic expression as a polynomial. These concepts are very important and going to help you in further exercises. So please be focused and keep watching. Now, how do we denote a polynomial? We can denote a polynomial as px if the polynomial is containing the variable x in it. If I write it as x cubed plus x square plus x plus 1. So it is a polynomial of variable x. So I can write it as px. I can also write it as qx because it is containing variable x. I can write it as ry, but the polynomial should contain variable y cube plus y square plus 1. Alright, this is how we denote a polynomial using different variables. Now one more thing is there is the degree of polynomial. Degree of a polynomial. So what do we mean by degree of a polynomial? If I write a polynomial over here as y cube plus 3y plus 7, what will be the degree of this polynomial? So the highest exponent of variable present in a polynomial is called degree of that polynomial. So we have y cube, y to the power 1, and there is no variable here with the constant. So the highest power of the variable over here is 3. So the degree of this polynomial is going to be 3. Similarly, if I write 3x to the power 7 plus 7x to the power 3 plus 4x plus 5. What is the degree of this polynomial? We have the power of first term as 7, 3, 1 and no power over here, no variable. 7 will be the highest power of the variable, hence it is going to be the degree of this polynomial. Now, as we have already learned that 5 or 7 in the first one are zero polynomials because they are constant. So what is the degree of these constant? The degree of these constant can be written as, if I write 5 as 5x to the power 0, will it be wrong? No, because x to the power 0 is 1. So the power of variable is 0 over here, and the highest power of this variable is again 0 over here. So the degree of this polynomial will be 0. But if I write 0 as a constant, what is the degree of this polynomial? Can I write 0 as 0x to the power 0? It is again going to be 0. Yes or no? So in case of 0, we do not have any degree. So the degree of 0 will be undefined. Undefined. I hope it is clear why the degree of 0 is undefined. And the degree of a non-zero constant is 0. Based on this concept, degree 1, we have different type of polynomial. First one is linear polynomial. So linear polynomial is a polynomial with degree 1. So can we have any example of linear polynomial? Yes, x plus 4, 2y plus 7. Here the degree of both of the polynomial is 1. It means the highest power of the variable is 1. These are called linear polynomial. It is not possible to have 3 terms. It is not possible to have 3 terms in a linear polynomial, because if I try to write a 3-termed linear polynomial, it will be like x to the power 1 plus 3 plus 5, I say. It is nothing but x to the power 1 plus 8. So again we are going to have 2 terms only. Similarly, if I write y to the power 1 plus 3y plus 1, it is nothing but 4y plus 1. Hence, we are going to end up with only 2 terms. There is never going to be 3-term polynomial in a linear polynomial category. I hope it is clear. Now, if a polynomial is having a degree of 2, it means x square plus 2x plus 3. Then the polynomial is called quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial. So a polynomial with the degree 2 or the highest power of the variable is 2, then it is called quadratic polynomial. Example is here. Here also we cannot have 4 terms in a quadratic polynomial, because if I try to write it as x square plus 2x plus 3, it is going to be 2x square plus 2x plus 3. So it is going to be, I'm so sorry. So it is going to be only a 3-termed polynomial, because we only want the highest power 2. And the third type is cubic polynomial. Now you can guess, and your guess is right, a polynomial with degree 3 is called cubic polynomial. For example, 3y cube plus 3y square plus 3y plus 7. So here the degree of the polynomial is 3. Hence, it is a cubic polynomial. So this was all in the basics of polynomial. We will be doing some questions in the next video. Till then, thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.